little bouncer slowly toward Bryant.
Yeah, that's kind of what it felt like to watch Game 7 of the 2016 World Series, especially when the rain delay came into effect. Yeah, when Mother Nature is against you, you know you have no chance. But what's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today. Albert Pujols is going back to the Cardinals. Now, there is method to the madness. It's not just Albert Pujols going back because it's a feel-good story. No, the analytics might prove this is actually a pretty solid pickup for the Cardinals going into the 2022 season. Marte signed an extension, and we also have a breaking trade with the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres, of all teams, two rivals coming together for a trade. And then we also have a bunch of spring training highlights to talk about. So without further ado, let's do that. Let's talk some baseball. Also, real quick, MLB The Show 22 is coming out this week. I could not be more excited. And if you guys are ready, slap that like button. If we can get to 2,000 likes, I might double upload every single day in April. All right, let's talk about Albert Pujols going back to where it all began. He has signed a one-year deal worth $2.5 million with the St. Louis Cardinals. So in this offseason, we've seen Albert Pujols go back to the Cardinals and Zack Greinke go back to the Royals. I'm not sure if they're doing this because this is going to be their final year in baseball. Pujols gets about $3 million. Greinke is getting $13 million, so it's a different send-off if it is in fact their last year. But again, there is a method to the madness. The Cardinals have already signed Corey Dickerson. For his career, Dickerson has an 860 OPS versus right-handed pitchers, and Albert Pujols is still very much elite versus left-handed pitchers. So Pujols is not going to be the everyday DH for the Cardinals. Dickerson is going to be the guy for right-handed pitchers, and Pujols obviously is going to come in if you have someone like Clayton Kershaw on the bump to start the game. So I really like this signing. Pujols, even at the ripe age of 42, 43, 47, whatever age he is actually, he is going to be a menace to all lefties in Major League Baseball, and hopefully he can have a good season and get his career WAR back over 100. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you make of this signing? Albert Pujols is just proving that nature is healing, going back to St. Louis, and to me, he should have never left. Just like Freddie Freeman, I hate the fact that he did have to leave because he kind of botched it, but the way that it was told is that the Cardinals and Pujols kind of botched the whole situation, so the fact that they're all coming together once again, I love that. Now, one player I do want to talk about real quick, Marte just signed an extension with the Diamondbacks, and as you can see, if you do the math, he's only making about $15 million a season, and over the last 3 seasons combined, we know that 2020 was a shortened season and he was injured, but over the last 3 seasons, my man has a combined 140 OPS plus. He's a switch hitter that can play multiple different positions, and the fact that the Diamondbacks are getting him for only $15 million, his market value is actually worth $25 to $30 million when he's healthy. I don't know how the Diamondbacks were able to convince not only the agent, but Marte himself that he should take a discount, but again, injury concerns have played a part in him missing some games, so maybe that's why he took the discount, because the Diamondbacks, they believed in him, they traded for him back when Marte was with the Mariners. So let me know in the comment section down below. Albert Pujols going back to the St. Louis Cardinals, Marte taking a discount to stay with the Diamondbacks, and then last but not least in terms of the moves, Matt Beatty of the Dodgers is going to the rival San Diego Padres in exchange for a young infielder named River Ryan. Now, I don't know much about this kid other than the fact that he has a really cool name, River Ryan. So let's go ahead and break this down real quick. If you're a Dodgers fan, you are getting River Ryan, a light-hitting 11th rounder who hit 308 in rookie ball just a season ago. And if you did not know, he's a dual threat. He gets it done in the batter's box and in college. He was a very, very solid relief pitcher. His junior year, he had a 13.8 strikeouts per 9, and then his senior year, he had a 3-ish ERA, but he was striking out 12 hitters per 9 innings. So whether they use him as a light-hitting second baseman or a relief pitcher, the Dodgers got a pretty solid return for Matt Beatty, who they already designated for assignment. So instead of losing him for nothing, they got River Ryan. Matt Beatty, if you're a Padres fan, listen up. He had 7 home runs and 40 RBIs and 204 at-bats last year, with about a mid-300s on base percentage, so he was solid, I guess. Dodgers fans are celebrating on Twitter, kind of how Blue Jays fans were celebrating Randall Grichuk getting moved. Yeah, Dodgers fans are very happy right now. Christmas came early, and I just want to know, yes, Matt Beaty had 40 RBIs. 7 of those came in one game, so he's very much light hitting. He is not going to be a superstar, but the Padres need depth right now, and that's exactly what he provides. Now, speaking of Matt Beaty, I feel bad for this fan who got Matt Beaty to sign his arm about 2 weeks ago, and then he got it tattooed. So Matt Beaty, the former Dodger, is now tattooed on this Dodgers fan's arm. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and move on over to the spring training highlights from over the weekend. Sorry, I cannot bring you daily recaps on Saturday or Sunday. I was doing a charity event on Saturday, and then I stayed out very late. You guys can kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. I was not going to make a video on Sunday, but either way, Josh Donaldson, as you just saw, pimped one, and then Aaron Judge in the same game also got a hold of one. To me, the Yankees are better than they were a year ago, and the race in the American League East is going to be so exciting. It might come down to the final game, like a few years ago when Evan Longoria and all of that madness on the final day of the season. I'm hoping for that going into 2022. Bryce Harper hit 2 home runs yesterday, and I just want to showcase both of them because they were prodigious. Bryce Harper is a 2-time MVP. The fact that they've added Kyle Schwarber to the lineup, Nick Castellanos, Didi Gregorius, even though he hasn't been very good the last few seasons, he's starting off spring training hot. And then our friend of the channel, a guy I played with in high school, Bryson Stott, looks so comfortable. He has 5 walks, a home run, a bunch of base hits, and again, the fact that he simply looks comfortable in the batter's box. The odd man out might no longer be Didi Gregorius. It might be Alec Bohm, because Bryson Stott, there are rumors that he could be plugged in at third base, and that could be the move going forward while Alec Bohm tries to figure out his swing again, because he has been horrific over the last year and a half. Now, one more guy that I really want to show because he looks comfortable as well, even though he's 19 years old. Marcelo Mayer hit his first home run as a professional baseball player. This was off Nathan Eovaldi, and if you did not know, Nathan Eovaldi did not give up home runs in 2021. That was kind of his specialty. So this Mayer kid is going to be legit. Let's move on over to Jacob deGrom, who has faced 10 hitters so far in spring training and has struck out 8 of them, so he has an 80% strikeout rate. Max Scherzer came in relief, so deGrom, he goes 3 innings, and then Max Scherzer finished the game 6 innings in relief. That 2-headed monster is going to be so much fun. I'm really excited to watch what happens in the AL East, and honestly, the NL East, yeah, they're in the NL East. That's going to be just as exciting, so I am ready for baseball to come back. I cannot wait to see all of the madness that happens. We also have Francisco Lindor hitting a home run from both sides. He was insane spring training of 2021, so we have seen this before, and then we saw him fall off kind of over the regular season. Hopefully, Lindor sees the ball better and is actually able to keep this up throughout the entirety of the actual season. Now, a couple more players I want to talk about because they also had a multi-home run game. Patrick Wisdom, who almost won Rookie of the Year last year, he hit 2 home runs for the Chicago Cubs. We're hoping that he can have another breakout season, even adding to what he did a season ago. And then Luis Robert, if this guy plays 150 games, he is going to be in the MVP conversation as a member of the White Sox. Luis Robert, it's actually Robert. He said that in an interview, like it's R-O and then dash B-E-A-R. That's how they say it where he comes from, but he doesn't actually care if you say Robert, so I just wanted to go ahead and put that out there. Whether you say Luis Robert or Robert, he doesn't mind, but on the channel, on this channel, you'll probably hear me say Robert. Let's talk about a team that is going to surprise a lot of people, and that's because they're still underrated. I really feel like the Mariners have a chance of making a deep playoff push, but again, to the casual fan, the Mariners have been so bad for so long, you might not give them a chance. But Eugenio Suarez hit a bomb a few days ago, and then Matt Brash, I didn't know that he existed until this start. He looked disgusting. He throws anywhere from 97 to 99, and he has a devastating mix of off-speed pitches. So when you have Robbie Ray in that rotation with Marco Gonzalez, yes, you lost Yusei Kikuchi, but I've always felt like Kikuchi was a little bit overrated. So the Mariners are going to be very good. Now, one player that reminds me of Matt Brash is Joe Ryan of the Minnesota Twins. Keep a lookout for Joe Ryan as well. The Twins are in a weird retooling phase where they've signed Carlos Correa. They traded for Sonny Gray. They still have Joe Ryan, who they got from the, why am I forgetting? Maybe it was the Rays, but Joe Ryan, he is going to be legit, and I'm excited for his future. Now, to end today's video, we're going to go ahead and show a few home runs from Jorge Alfaro and Joe Adell. These happened a few days ago, but because I wasn't able to talk about them, we're going to show them right now. But thanks for watching. Remember to use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek, and also MLB The Show 22 comes out this week, so I'm excited. How many times did I say excited in this video?
Not going to have any power behind it.
2-2. Adell drives this one now towards the left field gap, and Adell has his third home run of the spring.
Bottom third of the strike zone, Joe Adell goes down and gets it with that compact swing he owns.
From both Mackenzie Gore and Dinelson Lamet. Alfaro skies this one to left field. He has done it again. A no-doubter over the bullpen in left. Moonshot for Alfaro.